We're here at the corner of State Street and Broad Street in downtown Boston. Today, this spot on State Street is about halfway between the old State House up the hill and the beginning of the Waterfront in the other direction. But in the beginning of the 1800s, this particular spot and block essentially marked the beginning of the waterfront. Here at the bottom of the hill, the land ended and the harbor began. Everything beyond us has been filled in since then. And at the time, this side of the street was essentially the beginning of Long Wharf, which got its name because it stretched so far out, all the way to the point where it still does today, out in the harbor. Because of that pivotal location along that long wharf and along this adjacent street coming down to the waterfront, this area of downtown Boston was filled with ship chandleries, supply shops that provided all the gear and equipment that both Navy and merchant ships would require. At the spot directly behind me was located Samuel Thaxter and Sons. This business started in 1770 and lasted until early 1900s. Thaxter and Sons imported mostly navigational tools and equipment. They made sextants, which were used to determine where you were at sea. They provided navigational books, almanacs, coast pilots that guided captains on where they needed to be, and of course, nautical charts or maps of the coastline that they were going to be traveling in. All of these kinds of tools, as well as the other equipment that came from these shops along here, rope, sails, blocks or pulleys, and other gear needed on board the ships, all helped contribute to the outfitting of USS Constitution, both after it first launched in 1797 and for the decades afterwards that Constitution was actively sailing in and out of Boston.